Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a new episode. This is the first episode of the Challenge All Stars 4. No, wait,
First
what?
two. This first
First
two
two.
episodes.
Okay, I'm like, wait. Yes, this is the first two episodes of the Challenge All Stars 4. So we're just gonna give you like our first impression, thoughts, and opinions on just the beginning of this season. Um, these two episodes I thought were a really good start for the whole season. Like I thought it was good. Both episodes was really good. I think episode 2 was just a little a little bit weaker than the first
Well,
one.
yeah, because
But
I,
I don't
I got some
think about
feelings
this
about
though.
episode two. I got some feelings about episode two. Also, is Cyrus not in the house yet?
When I saw these first episodes, I was like, wait. When it ended, I was like, wait, where's Cyrus? But knowing what we know now from the first two episodes, I think they're gonna bring him in. Like he's probably like alternate. And so he's probably gonna end up
Yeah,
in.
because I was looking because I was doing our fantasy draft points, and I was like, Matt Cyrus not even being in the show.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we get to the we're not even in the house. We get to the field and whatnot. Everybody meets each other. TJ lets them know the breakdown. He introduces everybody. He says, welcome back, Leroy. We love to see it. Immediately, Cam and Leroy talk about, and they're the only couple or the only people on the show to do dual confessionals because they love those people.
They are doing
But,
dual confession. Yeah.
um, but we get to see everybody come in. Jay also mentions how he's been removed from the challenge for so long that even people that don't know him come to him and be like, "You the guy that didn't finish the drink," so that's like his main reason for being there.
Yes.
And Tina talks about how happy she is to have Rachel and Veronica back in the house with her, or one of them. All three of them essentially talks about how excited they are to play again together.
A couple of them are for like redemptions. Like Jay wants redemption because he's known as the guy who didn't finish, and also Tyree also wants redemption. He mentioned it because like he said he know how to do a lot of stuff now. He said he trained, he do jujitsu. He mentioned a couple things, and so he just feel like he coming better this season. Who else? And it's a lot of from what we see, especially on the first episode, it's a lot of different groups like that's get obviously Cam and Leroy are their own group, and then you got Ryan and Derek, Tina, Veronica and Rachel. Yeah, so that is gonna play a big part in the whole show. But I do want to say props to the Challenge All Stars because season one All Stars, I think they were still like working out how they was gonna do with the like the old school cast and see like how they're gonna integrate them into this new style of challenge. And I think this season they did a good job, at least from what we can see with the first two episodes.
Yeah, I think they have a nice mix. Like, I don't know who said it. I think Laura said it on Zach podcast where a lot of them are like mid. They're not OG players, but like they're the second coming of the challenge. Like the Leroy, Laurel, Nicole, Tony, all of them, Avery, Derek, all of them are like they're not new players, and they're also not OGs like the Rachels, the Keith Loves, the Tinas, and Veronicas, but they're like that. So they still like. I mean, granted, some of them still played a little recently, but still, they're a nice mix of. We have connections to these people because we have overlap in the games that we did play together, and then also we are still, we're not achy and because we still do this and whatnot. But let's get into the daily challenge because Leroy, first off, I love having Leroy back on our screens, especially episode 2, so we get to the we get to the daily challenge, and it's called Reach for the Stars. Each player has 8 boxes with varying star-shaped pegs on them. They must collect the star-shaped puzzle piece from the bottom of the hill, run it one at a time, and then fit it onto the corresponding pegs. The first male and female to fit all 8 puzzle pieces together and raise their flag overall wins the challenge. However, the top 3 male and top 3 female are the ones getting the stars. And TJ lets them know that this season, in order to compete for the final challenge, each player must possess a star, with only 3 stars available for each gender. The stars, again, we'll get into this kind of later. I don't know if you said it this episode or no. Was it this episode or next episode? But I guess we could explain it. Basically, the winner of the elimination round can steal the star for themselves, or they can win the elimination and give it to another person of the opposite. And if they steal this star of opposite gender, it has to go to someone of the opposite gender.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like that. I think
that's how you get rid of
Yeah, I think this style is what, like, I feel like it's obviously good, but I don't know if they should do this for the main season. This I think it's good for this season
it's
too.
good.
Whatever.
Well, we have to see, because we always say it starts good.
Yeah, but the main season is what needs that. Like the All-Stars haven't really proven that they're gonna do all, like they tend to do well with like voting people off and doing all this stuff. The main season is the season that let people stay by and get away with it, and then people end up at the end. That's the season that need. We only got 6 stars, so what y'all gonna do about it? That's the season that needs it. So hopefully when the challenge come back for 40, it's something similar to this where everybody got to go in to get a star. But again, that goes with the case that if I'm jumping off topic a little bit, but that goes with the case that as well, let's say CT or Johnny get a star, who taking them stars? I don't.
Yeah.
But so I guess it's either way, it can work out either way. But yeah, but let's get into the challenge.
Overall, Leroy was funny because he was like, I don't know. I'm starting to second guess my endurance. I'm starting to second guess if I'm even supposed to be here. Like, but overall, Cara dominated the challenge.
Cara dominated. She was first man, woman. She was the first person to finish. And I mean, that's also kind of like
we already knew this.
It's Cara, so.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a lot of standouts. Tyree was talking about how he started off strong, but at the third box peg situation, he was already gassing out. Brad was also doing good. I know that Adam mentions, which was surprisingly, he talks about how, is that this episode? He talks about how, he's been removed and how he kind of had throughout the years this evolution of Adam 2.0, 3.0, and now he's Adam 4.0. I think he needs to get a warranty check because you shouldn't be going through all those transitions.
I think he's still, like, a lot of people, might not know him, who he is.
Let me remind y'all.
Yeah, he did really well because even us, I feel like I've seen him before, but I couldn't remember his gameplay as a competitor. And he did well. He did really good.
I will say it was funny when him, Tina, Veronica, and some of the older players was talking, and he was like, "So yeah, how y'all feel about the mission?" And Veronica was like, "Baby, it's not called mission no more. It's called challenge."
He's like, what do you call the mini challenges? They were called daily challenges now.
Yeah. So it was fun. And that's why I like this cast, because it's fun kind of seeing them Adam like, oh, I haven't played this game in like 30 years. I don't even know what this. And we see that with Keefla too, where he's like, once he get across the finish line, he was like, it's been 25 years. I thought I would never see my name. And then Flora was another person who was like, I'm rethinking this. Like,
Flora is a good time. Okay, I like her, but she's not like an amazing competitor. Like, as far as like,
she's just there. She's literally just there.
She's funny. She's here for you.
She is funny. She's like, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know.
I'm glad they called her.
Yeah, she is funny. But we do. I don't have a list of who and where everybody placed that, but overall, the top performers were the people that got a star was Adam, Avery, Brandon, Rachel, and Cara and Brad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing somebody.
No.
So they were the main ones who get a star. TJ lets them know that basically only Brad and Cara are the ones who win the actual daily challenge, but they all get the stars that can be taken. And then the losing group, the group that didn't finish, are the ones who are up for nominations. And then the middle group is the ones who can vote on said losing group. I was kind of confused about that because I don't know.
I didn't understand the
At
word.
first, I didn't know if the winning group was a part of that. Like, are they part of that conversation? Or do they just send losers to one room, winners to the other, and be like, well, middle, here y'all go?
No, only from what I get, only the middle decide, I think, who is going in to the competition, the elimination.
Yeah. So in the end, nothing really happens throughout the house pretty much. In the end, they decide that
Tyree.
It was between Leroy, Derek, Tyree, and Steve. Those were the 4 options because it's a male elimination. And pretty much everybody.
Well, Steve was going in. You got some people. So again, this is All Stars, which means we've been in the game for a long time. Some people done taking breaks, and so some people haven't taken as many breaks, so they are closer than other people, and people come in here with friends, and it's very important in this specific game, any game, but this game for real, because like Keithla said, are we just voting with people just because we know them and like not based off the challenge? And Laurel and them are like, yes. Like, we are, because I mean that's just the way they play. And Keithla, I think it's a legitimate question for him, and I would, if I was him, I would be concerned as well, like, because he hasn't been there in so long, and from what
he's like, I literally just met y'all.
Yeah, from what we can see, he don't really know anybody except for maybe like Tina and them, maybe, but he don't seem to be close to anybody. So I'll be like, I don't think we should do that. I
will say I do appreciate Janelle, because she was the one who was like, vote however you want. Like, some of us will vote based off our relationships. Some will vote off performance. That's see, this is why I like All Stars, because people are not stupid. Like,
they always explain themselves. I'm voting for this because, girl, it's you, Tim. Like, and that's it. They go like, any reason why? No, next person.
Exactly. Like, we're not giving BS answers. I'm just closer to this person. That's why I'm not voting for them. It's literally that kind of dry. Like, so I do appreciate them. And like we saw with Ryan and Laurel, or at least Ryan, he's like, Derek is my soul sister, just as close as Cam and Leroy is, Derek is that for me. So I would never say his name. And then we also see Avery is like, Derek is my friend outside of this house, and he wants just to be here at least a week without being nominated. So can we at least? But I do love how Cam instantly, can we not believe? Because
I mean, if your guy is in there, or your girl or whatever, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't want y'all to vote for him. And what you gonna get mad? You can't get mad at me. I don't want him to go.
Exactly.
So yeah,
I will say I appreciate Avery, because she peaked again. This is why I like this season, because they're not stupid. Avery was like, her name is Killer Cam. I wouldn't have voted for Leroy anyway, because baby girl, I don't want those issues. She said, I don't want neither of y'all coming after me. If I get rid of him, you're coming after me, and vice versa. So I don't want those issues, baby girl. So Leroy wasn't even coming out of my mouth.
So sometimes, like, reputation in a challenge is important for future challenges. Like, literally, it is. But overall, the ending vote ends up being, which was it was Tyree and Steve. And so you never know with these challenges. So I wasn't really swayed one way or other who I thought was going to win.
Yeah. So we get to the elimination, and it is called, the arena is called Catch a Falling Star. Players must search a pit filled with hundreds of balls for 12 with stars on them and deposit them into their tube one at a time. The first player to finish wins. This elimination, Tyree started out strong, but something in my head was just like, he's not winning this.
Well, I felt like he wasn't winning because everybody kept saying how great he was doing. And I was like, oh Lord, kiss him death.
Then once Steve had his confessional before the elimination, he was like, this is my entrance song. And they started playing the song. I was like, Steve about to win because why are they doing all that for him just to go home? So, yeah, but also, I don't think he was cheating,
He
but
wasn't.
something about
It was a good strategy, and
it was not. I'm not like
observation would have
strategy
been.
was good. He was smart. He played. He did a Devin move. What are the rules exactly, and how I can finesse them to my favor? But hiding balls, I
He
don't know
wasn't
how I feel.
hiding them. I found the ball. I can only take a couple. I can only take one
But
out
he
of
was tucking them in somewhere. He was tucking them in
He
somewhere.
put him in the corner. And
No, he didn't put them in. He was going underneath the water and pulling them out.
I didn't see him going under, he had him in
He
one.
was going underneath
He
and
had him
pulling
in
them
one
out.
area, one specific area. And if an observation is key in something like this, Tyree, you see this man and Tyree's people in the audience needed. They was all looking like,
That's what I'm saying.
what?
I don't think it was surface level. I don't think they could have saw that because they would have told him. Because even when Cam was watching, she was like, "Wait, what's going on?" Because he was literally pulling balls left and right.
I didn't see that he was like hiding them.
Like I'm not saying
I thought
I'm
he
not
put
saying
them
like he was
in a group
outright cheating. I'm pretty sure there was some. They got the tape, so I'm pretty sure there was some caveat where it was allowed, but I do think that he was low key hiding balls.
Yes, but I
Like
thought
I said, I don't personally think there was a problem with it. I just want to fact check that in.
from what
You
I was
know,
seeing, I just assumed they were in the area. He clustered them together so he could just jump in, get one without having to search for them. And if I'm
even if he was jumping in, they would have started moving. So I don't think they was cluttered. Again,
no, they
anything can
would.
happen.
And
But
if I was Tyree, you gotta be paying attention. This guy keep jumping in. He ain't looking. He just jumping and getting them. So I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm going over there and hearing what you doing, and then taking his ball.
exactly.
So
So Tyree loses. I will say he only lost by one. And Steve was funny because he was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I have one more ball that I have tucked under somewhere." So
yeah,
he get out of the water, looks around the ground, walks over to the podium, and was just like, "See you."
yeah. I would get that slow like that too because I was not sure if Tyree could just
Like
like
a
tap
wrestler
him and
or
take.
yeah.
Yeah, so I would have been like, "Ooh, I don't know what I'm looking for." Ding. That was good because I was like, "Can he tackle him and take his ball?" So yeah, yeah, he did good. So Tyree is finished, which is sad because he could have been the first time almost that he wasn't one of the first people out. So but yeah, so Steve, now, TJ tells Steve, well, yeah, TJ tells Steve he gets to decide whose ball to, not ball, whose star to steal. And chooses Brandon, which I mean, I don't think Steve has too many ties to many people. So
Yeah.
Brandon is you. Like it doesn't make like just like Brandon says, no, is whatever. When I take it back, just remember you took it from me.
So we get back into the house, moving into episode 2, where basically this is how I knew the episode was going to be a bunch of mess. So I don't know who it was.
It was Cam and
Ryan. Ryan was talking to Ayana and Jay in the kitchen, and Ryan was just like he never knows how to read Ayana because she's inconsistent.
Ayana is all
Inconsistent.
over the place. And then we see a scene with Cam and Jasmine talking, and Cam, Ayana seems to really like Cam, and I think Cam likes Ayana too, and could
Yeah, but like she said, I
ally.
don't hate her. She's just annoying.
Yeah, I think that's how everybody in that house seems to feel about Ayana, unless you just don't like her at all. But everybody else seems to just like, oh, she's a lot happening. There's a lot happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we see Ayana come past and they kind of stop talking about it.
Yeah. Jasmine do mention how last season on All Stars 2, either or All Stars 2 because Ayana was in on the last season. How basically Ayana was just arguing with everybody 24/7. And then we also see Janelle mention the same thing where she's like, she likes Ayana, but living with Ayana is a whole different ball game, and that's kind of where she draws the line. Do anything else happen and then we also get this whole storyline with Nicole and Laurel where they are awkwardly moving throughout the house, not speaking to each other. They mention how they hate each other, they don't want to talk to each other, how they just want to, stay away from each other. And already 2 episodes in, and I'm already over it. Like,
something gonna happen because I think in the preview we saw them kissing. If
yeah.
that was a
And
flash.
everybody keeps saying, "Oh, there's something still there. We can see it." Da, 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 da. So I'm pretty sure either they're gonna go into elimination or they're gonna rekindle their romance or a semblance or just hook up or something because
Yeah.
it's a lot going on in that house.
Yeah.
But anything else happen, or do you want to get to the daily?
Let's get to the daily, which is very road rule-ish.
Yeah, so this daily is called Carsit. Basically, it's played in 5 teams of 4 and 1 team of 3. One team at a time will begin inside of a van suspended above ground, which spins as it descends. Teams must listen to the van radio for ads mentioning certain numbers and location. Once the van reaches the ground, teams must find the suitcase on the van marked with the location mentioned and use the corresponding numbers to solve math equations to reveal the codes to unlock the suitcases. Once the team unlock all of their suitcases, they must complete a puzzle, and then the team with the fastest time wins. And the 2 teams with the losing times will create the losing group, and it's a female elimination today.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I wasn't as interested in this challenge just because it was like repetitive. I tend to like the challenges where they do everything at one time.
Yeah.
As
Also, if I was them, they was giving them the same problem, so I don't know why they didn't just. And then also, some of these teams were paired a little weird. Like Cam and Leroy were on the same team. Laura and Nicole was on the same team.
they must have did like these 4 that's standing next to each other. These are standing. They had to because what's the odds of Cam and Leroy would be on the same team if you randomly pick him?
Yeah. Excuse me. So Derek, Janelle, Jasmine, and Ryan were on one team. They were horrible. Janelle was kind of the leader of that team.
Yeah.
And she was, talking about how she's a surgical nurse and how she wanted to, how she's good at math and all this good stuff. So her and Ryan were really like the front runners. Well, not front runners, but kind of the drivers of that team.
Yeah.
Ace, Avery, Brad, and Cara.
They did.
Of which have stars.
You said what?
3 of which of them have stars. So if that team would have lost,
they didn't lose, did they? They
didn't lose, but I'm saying they all have stars. So
yeah, they were bad though. But Cara needs to do math when she is not. She like trained really hard, but she needs to be doing the math problems every time. That's something that gets her, like math and things like that.
And then it was basic math. She's like,
she said 872 plus 8.
Like, what's 110 plus 5?
It was like. No, she said 872 plus 8. And Ace was.
I know the problem. I'm just saying it was that basic.
Yeah, Ace was like, "What are you saying?" He said 880. 872 plus 8. Like 880. Your car, and she kept saying it. 872 plus 8, girl. I understand in the moment is a lot of pressure, but I don't even know.
But that problem, literally, all she had to do was take the last number of the 3 digits and add it to the one number that she had. So all she had to do was take the 2 and the 7 and add it together.
Yeah.
And she would have got her answer.
Yeah.
But speaking of understanding the assignment when you're off season, Leroy was like, what I started doing is picking up a book and doing basic math. And, it was also funny because Ace was in his confessional talking about none of these people know basic arithmetic. The fact that he called it arithmetic. And the winning team was the yellow team consisting of Jay, Laura, Nicole, and Tony.
Yeah, so it's elimination. So Laurel and Nicole are the girls that won, and the girls that lost, Janelle and Jasmine, and who else?
It was Janelle, Jasmine, and Tina.
Oh, Janelle, Jasmine, and Tina, yes.
So we get back to the house. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We get back to the house and Janelle basically says, throw me in. I don't want to go through this whole process. I'm not really feeling it to begin with. So just throw me in. I don't care who the other person is, Jasmine or Tina, y'all choose. And then Ayanna, this is where This
Ayana
is where she
playing
lost me.
stuff, and I don't get it. Like, cause first, first of
She
all, I don't
says,
even wonder.
"What are you going to give me if I do this for you?" This deal is not a reciprocal deal. You're not nominated.
Yeah, like, exactly. What you said. She got some. I don't understand her deal with Janelle. Like, and Janelle don't understand her deal with her. Like Janelle,
Nobody understands what was going
Janelle didn't
on.
discuss with her, so she goes. So she decides at the club or the party, whatever, that she's gonna tell everybody that Janelle said throw her in because she planned on calling Jazz. Like she want to go against Jasmine, so put her against Jasmine because she think Jasmine's easy target. So this is the rumor that's being spread around, and everybody just go with it. And Janelle's like,
But the
"What?"
thing
I never said
is,
that.
because that's another thing I'm confused about. Because we'll get into when Jasmine actually confronted Janelle. Janelle was like, "Did I tell y'all any of this?" All of them said no. So why would y'all even entertain the fact when y'all know Ayana is lying?
That They decided to believe it. I mean, people can't trust people in this house. People could lie. So and then Jasmine asked her friend, was that Ace that she asked? Or no, Brad. And Brad said no, she didn't say that. But your friend could lie for you. So that might be why she believed it and they believed it. But
But again, I will say this is another again, like I said earlier, this is why I like this season because Brad is like, I know Janelle. Janelle is pretty straightforward, just like I am. And if she wanted to target you, I'm pretty sure she would just let you know. So I don't think that Janelle said this. And so I do appreciate that people are, well, some people, because I don't know why Ryan would believe anything when you already know Ayana is kind of,
who, Ryan?
yeah,
Yeah.
because he was the first one to kind of like believe it and go with the story. And then we get to nominations.
Wait, before nominations, and then was this before nominations?
Well, I guess yeah. Tina basically bullies Avery. It was like, don't vote for me because if you vote for me and get on my bad side, I'm coming for you. And like Veronica said, I think what Tina is doing isn't what she thinks she's doing. So
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
some like discourse online and some tweets that were like tweets that were kind of like saying Tina didn't like bully Avery into, like, she was just saying, you might don't vote for me or
yeah,
whatever. But it wasn't, no, it wasn't like, I don't think she bullied her, but I do
yeah.
think
I don't
she
think
was
the
it
word
was a
bully is
it
the
was
right
a
word.
veiled threat. She said, "You ain't gonna, it's a bad idea to vote for me because, like, it was a threat. And if you gonna sit here and pretend like she was not threatening that girl, that's crazy." She was literally like, "You're gonna have a hard time if you don't vote for if you vote for me." And basically, that's what she's saying. And I'm with Avery. That was a threat. But yeah, like Veronica said, that is not a good tactic to do
Yeah.
that. And but again, old school challenge that would work.
Yeah. I
Old
will
school challenge that
say
would have worked.
I do again, I do like the level of self-awareness a lot of these players have. Because Avery was like, I don't think I've been out of this game too long because baby, I can't handle this for real, for real.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she is sticking up for herself and kind of sticking out. But so we get to nominations now. And even before nominations, we see one more time. Tina's like, Janelle, if you want to go for Jasmine, just say that. And Janelle was like, baby girl, I keep telling y'all, I don't care
Yeah.
who I'm going against. So why are y'all keep telling me I should choose somebody? Like, no, I don't want to choose
I feel like
nobody.
at first, you just now saying this, I didn't really think about it, but at the time I was like, why is Tina bringing this back up? What do you have to do her? But
Like,
now,
girl, you're not getting chose. You should want her to choose Jasmine.
yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But now thinking about it, she probably just wanted Janelle to say it so that people can be like, well, Janelle wants Jasmine. Don't put
Yeah.
me in. So that's what I think maybe she was trying to get across. Like she asked for Jasmine, give her Jasmine. Do not consider me, which makes sense. But before I was like, why is Tina doing this? Leave Janelle alone. She didn't vote for her. I mean, she didn't say that. But yeah, so we let nominations. It was pretty much almost everybody was saying Janelle and Tina, except for Veronica and
Right.
Rachel, who are Tina friends. So they were saying Janelle and Jasmine. But overall, the majority was Janelle and Tina. And then we get to Ayana. And that was so crazy.
When I say I was Leroy in this movie, because Leroy, first off, Leroy
I
is
was like, what's
funny.
happening? And I was working and I kept like turning around to see if it was what was still happening. And it was still going on. So I kept hearing, I'm like, she's still talking. What is she even? I don't even know what she was talking about. She said, ain't nothing free, and I'm the grocery store. I was like, okay, girl.
She said, you gotta eat good, but
You gonna
I
pay
was
for it.
like,
She said, you gonna eat good, but you gonna pay for it. Then Leroy was like, what are you talking about?
and then what makes it worse, before even Leroy said that, everybody was already like, what are we doing? Like she just talking. She was like, she was like, she was like, I'm not saying anybody. She's like, I'm not gonna say Jasmine or Tina.
She did. She said, I'm not gonna say Jasmine's name. I'm not gonna say Tina's name. And I'm hoping that Nicole and Laura will go in. But I'm gonna say Jasmine. She said, but I'm gonna say Jasmine. Leroy said, I thought she wasn't gonna say Jasmine. It was
And Leroy was like, wait, what?
it was just that's it. Leroy was me too. I was like, what? And then she tried
And then
to
she get mad because she was like, I'm not choosing nobody's name, but I'm choosing Jasmine. Leroy was like, what? Can you explain yourself? I thought you wasn't choosing nobody's name. She gets mad and was like, don't cut me off. This isn't the time for that. We can have a separate conversation.
She said, we don't have a lot of time. So it's Ace's turn. And I'm like, you just spent all this time talking about something, girl. What?
And like Leroy said, I just want you to explain what's going on because I'm confused. And so Leroy literally, because you always know when Leroy get mad. So Leroy is literally getting mad because he's like, this is not what we're about to do. She's like, don't cut me off. And Leroy was all, in that instance, Leroy was in the right. But she's like, don't cut me off. This isn't the time for that.
I have a question. I have questions. So it's not cutting you off or being disrespectful. I'm asking you, what do you mean? Like, what is this? First of all, what is this whole conversation that you're doing and this reasoning that you're making? He was like, Ayana, you said a lot, but what's your vote? What are you vote? He's looking
And
around.
that's when she was like, don't cut me off. Yeah. Leroy was me in that whole moment because like, what are you talking about? How is this relevant? It's been 45 minutes. We only got 30 minutes to do this. Like after nominations or whatever, basically Janelle is like, I can't do this no more. I'm gone. And then Ayana comes and was like, this is exactly what she does. She gaslights, she's cries. And it's like, girl, you started this.
Yeah, for no reason. Nobody was even doing anything. So she's like, she's manipulating y'all. She's just gonna cry. And then Janelle's like, I gotta go home. Like, I just came here for the fun, and it ain't fun. So, and again, these are like grown people. So they're like, I got a life to
like
give.
She said, I got a family. I don't got time for this.
I was really like, oh no, Janelle, please stay. But at the same time, like we just got here and you are already doing too much. Goodbye. And because of this, I get what
Cam was saying, like, yeah, get her out of the game through elimination if you don't like somebody. But at the same time, it's like I don't got time to wait until she gets to elimination. I don't want to deal
a week or two. It had to be 2 weeks or two, however many time in between episodes. Everybody seems reasonably like kind of annoyed with the whole Ayana situation, so they probably would have thrown her in anyway.
Yeah, I
So
get that, but at the same, I get that. Like, I do think Ayana, if not, I'm pretty sure the next Girls' Day it will be Ayana. But still, at the same time, if I'm Janelle, I don't got whether it's a week or two. I don't want to deal with her
mhm.
until that happens. Like, so yeah, I would have been peace too. Like,
Yeah, and then
I appreciate the opportunity, but I got a job back at home.
going to elimination,
If we can
and
call it that.
yeah, Tina is down there by herself. And so TJ asks, he explains the elimination to everybody, and basically gives Nicole and Laurel, since they are the winners of this episode in the women, that they can come down and go against Tina if one of them wants to, or they could. I'm assuming they could take Tina's place if they wanted to as well.
So Tina wins, and she decides to choose. She decides to take Avery Star, and like Avery said, "Girl, you had Cara. Like, you
Mhm.
could have got Cara Star. Like, I'm a small fish.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's bigger fish you could have got, but." Whatever the case may be, she took Avery's. But I will say, I don't think it was fair that if elimination doesn't happen, that there's a default winner. Like, yeah, Tina should have stayed, but I don't think she should have been able to take somebody's star. I don't think that's fair.
yeah. You should probably just get to stay and fight
Yeah,
another
yeah.
day.
Because you didn't win it. You didn't do anything because you didn't go against nobody.
Mm.
So now I'm missing a star that I actually worked for, and you got it just because of circumstance.
Oh, these two episodes are really good. So,
I'm
um,
excited for the season.
yeah, you and Savon won the first out.
We did. We the
Pick,
first out.
out pick, so because Tyree was first out. So yeah, y'all got them points. But yeah, but we'll see what happens next week. But those were our thoughts and opinions on episode 1 and 2 of season 4 of All Stars, the Challenge All Stars. But yeah, let us know what you thought of the episode. Leave a comment down below and share your thoughts and opinions. And like and subscribe, and we'll see you on our next video. Peace.